All right, let's dive into the world of Bollywood today.
Seems fun.
We're going to be taking a deep dive into the career of Kartik Aaryan,
Oh, very cool.
an actor that seems to be on everyone's radar right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And our deep dive is fueled by this really insightful article
Okay.
that celebrates Kartik's latest triumph with Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 and breaks down his journey to stardom.
Oh, wow.
But here's the million-dollar question that
Yeah.
we're going to unpack today together.
Okay.
Can one movie really catapult an actor into Bollywood's A-list?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 is an interesting case study, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The film was released just recently on November 1st, 2024,
Okay.
and quickly became a box office sensation.
Right.
But what's even more impressive
Yeah.
is that it went head-to-head with Singham Again,
Oh, wow.
a Rohit Shetty action flick starring some of Bollywood's biggest names.
You're right. That context is really crucial.
Yeah.
To hold your own against a star-studded ensemble like that
Yeah.
suggests a certain level of drawing power that goes beyond just being a talented actor.
Totally. And it's like Kartik Aaryan has tapped into something special,
Right.
a connection with the audience that transcends the typical hype.
Uh-huh.
And here's a fascinating detail from the article.
Okay.
Almost half, a whopping 44%,
Wow.
of Kartik's total box office success
Okay.
comes from the Bhool Bhulaiyaa franchise alone.
That's quite a statistic, and it speaks to the power of a successful franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Bollywood.
Totally.
When you think about it, Rua Baba,
Right.
Kartik's character in the Bhool Bhulaiyaa films, has become a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's created this iconic alter ego that people adore.
You know, this makes me think about other Bollywood actors who become synonymous with certain characters or franchises.
Oh, yeah.
Like Salman Khan and his Dabangg series, for example.
Yeah.
It seems like having that kind of brand association can really solidify an actor's place in the industry.
I completely agree.
What do you think?
It creates a sense of familiarity and anticipation for the audience. They know what to expect, and they're eager to see that character evolve within the franchise.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation for both the actor and the filmmakers.
It's interesting how these franchises almost become a part of the actor's identity, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it can be a double-edged sword, of course.
Oh, right.
But in Kartik's case, it seems like he's using this franchise success
Right.
to propel himself forward to explore other genres and characters. It's like he's strategically using Bhool Bhulaiyaa as a launching pad for a much broader career.
Okay, so we've established that Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 is a major win for Kartik Aaryan.
Definitely.
But let's dig a little deeper into the film itself.
Okay.
The article mentions the incredible chemistry between Kartik and the director, Anis Bazmi,
Right.
who also directed Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2.
That director-actor relationship is often overlooked, but it can be the secret sauce that elevates a film.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of synergy, that shared vision, it translates onto the screen.
And it's not just the director.
Right.
The supporting cast is pretty impressive too,
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
with Vidya Balan and Madhuri Dixit Nene adding their star power to the mix.
Wow.
Plus, the film was shot in Kolkata,
Oh, cool.
featuring some of the city's most iconic landmarks like the Howrah Bridge.
The setting can be like another character in the film, can it?
Totally.
It adds depth and visual richness to the storytelling.
Totally. And speaking of adding depth,
Yeah.
there's this really sweet anecdote in the article.
Oh,
Apparently, for Kartik's birthday on November 22nd,
okay.
Anis Bazmi posted a behind-the-scenes clip from the film's set
Uh-huh.
on Instagram, wishing him a happy birthday.
Oh,
And Kartik simply reposted it with a, "Thank you, Anis."
oh, that's lovely. It speaks to the mutual respect and genuine affection they have for each other.
It does.
It does.
And it makes you wonder if that kind of camaraderie on set contributes to the magic we see on screen, you know?
Yeah. I think it definitely plays a role.
Right.
When actors and directors genuinely enjoy working together,
Yeah.
it creates a more positive and collaborative environment,
Uh-huh.
and that often leads to a better final product.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's the audience who benefits from that creative synergy.
So true. But before we get too caught up in the warm fuzzies,
Okay.
let's bring in some industry perspectives.
Right.
The article quotes a few experts who weigh in on Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3's success
Okay.
and what it means for Kartik Aaryan's career.
Cool.
For example, trade analyst Atul Mohan.
Ah, yes. Atul Mohan is a well-respected voice in the industry.
Yeah.
He has his finger on the pulse of what works and what doesn't.
He does.
What does he have to say?
Well, he declares that this film is a clear sign that Kartik Aaryan has officially entered Bollywood's big league.
It's quite a statement, and coming from someone like Atul Mohan, it carries a lot of weight.
And remember, that's the very question we're exploring today.
That's right.
Exactly. Then we have veteran trade analyst Tarun Adarsh. He describes the film's success as a humongous achievement.
Wow.
And predicts that Kartik will be receiving both awards and rewards for his performance. He even praises Kartik's dedication to promoting the film,
Right.
which, as we know, is a crucial part of any film's journey to success.
Adarsh brings up an interesting point about the importance of an actor's commitment beyond just the performance itself.
Right.
That willingness to go the extra mile to be actively involved in the film's promotion speaks volumes about their passion and investment in the project.
Absolutely. And it's not just about star power anymore.
Right.
It seems like audiences are looking for something more, something that resonates on a deeper level.
You're absolutely right.
And finally, we have producer and film business analyst Girish Johar, who actually praises Kartik's bold move to release Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 alongside Singham Again.
It shows a certain level of confidence, wouldn't you say?
It does. It shows a certain level of confidence.
Excellent.
It's a calculated risk for sure, but as we've seen, it paid off handsomely.
It did.
And Johar also points out something really interesting about Kartik's filmography.
Okay.
He acknowledges Kartik's versatility, mentioning films like Sonu Ke Titu Ki Sweetie,
Right.
his breakout hit rom-com,
Yeah.
and Freddie, where he took on a much darker, more intense role.
Yeah, I remember that.
But Johar emphasizes that Kartik's real strength lies in those light, mass-based comedies.
Oh, interesting.
It makes you wonder if leaning into that strength, at least for now, was a key factor in Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3's success.
That's a great point. It's like he's building a solid foundation by playing to his strengths while still leaving room to experiment and expand his range as an actor.
Right.
It's a smart strategy, especially in an industry as competitive as Bollywood.
So based on these expert opinions and everything we've discussed so far,
Okay.
it seems like Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 might be a turning point in Kartik Aaryan's career.
It seems so.
But what do you think? Does this one film truly signify his arrival as a major Bollywood star?
It's certainly a strong indicator, wouldn't you say?
I think so. But we've only scratched the surface of Kartik's journey.
Right.
To truly answer our big question,
Yeah.
we need to explore his career trajectory, his impact on Bollywood, and what this success means for his future.
Definitely. And that's exactly what we'll be doing in part 2 of this deep dive. So stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of Bollywood and the rise of Kartik Aaryan.
Now, before we dig deeper,
Yeah.
it's got me thinking about something. We've been dissecting the success of Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3,
Yeah.
but is it possible that this one film is a bit of a double-edged sword?
Oh, how so?
Could it typecast him as like the horror comedy guy?
That's a valid concern, and it's something a lot of actors face
Right.
when they find success in a particular genre. Think about it, like, will he always be offered similar roles?
Right.
Or will filmmakers see his potential beyond rhubarb?
Right. It's almost like a crossroads in his career. On one hand, he's found a winning formula with these light, mass-based comedies,
Right.
as Girish Johar called them.
Yeah.
But on the other hand,
Yeah.
he's shown that he can handle darker, more complex characters like in Freddie.
Right.
So what's the best path forward?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's no easy answer. It's a balancing act.
Right.
If he leans too heavily into repeating what's worked, he risks becoming predictable and limiting his artistic growth.
And let's be honest, audiences can get bored too.
I believe.
I mean, I love a good laugh-out-loud comedy.
Yeah.
But even I want to see actors stretch their abilities and surprise me with something new.
Exactly. The element of surprise is crucial.
Yeah.
That's why it's so exciting to see actors like Kartik, who have proven their box office appeal, take those creative leaps and challenge themselves with diverse roles.
This success with horror comedy actually builds on his already diverse filmography, right?
It does.
Didn't he start out with a totally different kind of film?
He did, his debut was Pyar Ka Panchnama back in 2011.
Okay.
A romantic comedy that became a sleeper hit.
Okay.
It was a much smaller film compared to the big budget productions that he's doing now.
Right.
But it showcased his comedic timing.
Yeah.
And that undeniable charm that audiences seem to love.
Yeah, I've heard so much about that movie. Apparently he had this super long monologue.
He did.
That went viral. It's like he became an overnight sensation.
He did. That monologue became a cultural phenomenon.
Wow.
And it really put him on the map.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to see how that one scene in a relatively small film played such a pivotal role in shaping his career.
And this is where it gets interesting for me.
Okay.
Kartik's journey reflects a larger trend we're seeing in Bollywood.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not just about nepotism and family legacies anymore.
Right.
There's this new wave of actors who are rising to the top through sheer talent and hard work.
You're spot on. There's a shift happening in Bollywood.
Yeah.
And Kartik is a prime example of this new breed of actors who are redefining what it means to be a star. They're not just relying on their looks or family connections.
Right.
They're putting in the work, honing their craft, and choosing projects that resonate with a new generation of viewers.
It's like they're challenging the old guard, wouldn't you say?
Totally.
And they're doing it on their own terms.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to experiment, to take risks.
For sure.
And to push the boundaries of storytelling in Bollywood.
Exactly. And that's incredibly exciting for the industry as a whole.
Yeah.
This influx of fresh talent and perspectives is breathing new life into Bollywood.
Right.
And it's attracting a wider audience, both in India and globally.
So let's talk about Kartik specifically.
Okay.
What is it about him that resonates so strongly with audiences?
It's definitely more than just his good looks.
Right.
Although those certainly don't hurt.
Yeah.
I think it's his ability to connect with viewers on a personal level. He comes across as genuine, relatable, and someone you'd want to hang out with.
He does have that boy next door charm, doesn't he?
He does.
Like he's one of us, even though he's starring in these big budget blockbusters.
Right. There's an authenticity to his performances that makes him instantly likable.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to be goofy, to make fun of himself, and to show vulnerability.
Yeah.
And that's refreshing.
It is.
Especially in an industry that often values perfection and larger-than-life personas.
I think his dedication to his craft is also a big part of his appeal. The fact that he's willing to put in the work to promote his films, to connect with fans on social media, it shows that he's not taking his success for granted.
And let's not forget his impeccable comedic timing.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's a witty one-liner or a full-blown slapstick routine, he knows how to make people laugh.
You know, it's interesting to think about how his career has evolved.
Yeah.
From that viral monologue in Pyar Ka Panchnama to headlining major franchises like Bhool Bhulaiyaa.
It really has.
It's been quite a journey.
And it's a testament to his talent, his hard work, and his smart decision-making.
Right.
He's carefully cultivated his career, choosing roles that showcase his strengths while also allowing him to grow as an actor.
So we've analyzed his past, explored his present success with Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3, and touched upon the changing landscape of Bollywood.
Yeah.
But what does all this mean for Kartik Aaryan's future?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
And that's what we'll be exploring in our final segment.
Okay.
Will he stick to his comedic roots?
Yeah.
Will he venture into more serious roles?
Right.
Or will he find a way to do it all?
All of the above.
Stay with us as we delve into the possibilities.
Welcome back to our deep dive on Kartik Aaryan.
We're in the final act now.
Okay. We've covered his breakout roles, his strategic choices, and even his impact on the changing landscape of Bollywood.
It's been quite a journey so far.
It really has.
And we've seen how Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3's success has positioned him as a force to be reckoned with.
He really is.
But the real question is, what's next for Kartik Aaryan?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is the million-dollar question.
So let's put on our prediction hats here.
Okay.
Do you think he'll stick with the tried and true formula of those light mass-based comedies?
Right.
Or will he branch out into uncharted territory?
It's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, those comedies have brought him massive success.
Yeah.
And there's a huge audience for them.
Right.
But I have a feeling Kartik Aaryan is too ambitious to stay in just one lane. Remember, he's already shown a willingness to take risks with films like Freddie.
Oh, yeah.
That psychological thriller was a departure from his usual roles.
Yeah, it was.
And it earned him critical acclaim.
It did.
I think that willingness to push boundaries is key. It's not just about staying in your comfort zone.
Right.
It's about challenging yourself and surprising your audience.
Exactly. And that's what makes his future so exciting. He has the potential to become a true game changer in Bollywood.
Yeah.
Someone who can seamlessly navigate between commercial blockbusters,
Right.
and more nuanced character-driven roles.
Imagine him in like a gritty crime drama or a thought-provoking social commentary film.
Right.
He could bring his charisma and relatability to those genres and really make an impact.
Totally. I'm picturing him in a biopic,
Oh, yeah.
playing a historical figure or like a celebrated artist.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Endless.
I know. I can't wait to see what he chooses next.
Me too.
But for now, I think it's safe to say that Kartik Aaryan has earned his place
He has.
as one of Bollywood's most exciting and bankable stars.
Definitely someone to watch.
Sure.
His journey so far has been remarkable.
It has.
From that viral monologue in Puraka Panchnama to becoming the king of horror comedy with Bhool Bhulaiyaa.
It's crazy. And remember, he's achieved all of this in just over a decade.
That's right.
He's still relatively young in his career, which means there's so much more to come.
This is just the beginning of his story.
It is.
And I have a feeling it's going to be a captivating one.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of Kartik Aaryan.
It does.
We've explored his rise to fame, analyzed his choices, and pondered his future possibilities.
And hopefully we've given you a deeper understanding of his career and his place in the ever-evolving landscape of Bollywood.
Now it's your turn.
Right.
What do you think about Kartik Aaryan's journey so far?
Which of his films have resonated with you the most?
And what kind of roles would you like to see him take on in the future?
We encourage you to continue exploring Kartik Aaryan's work and to discover the magic of Bollywood cinema.
Yeah, there's a whole world of incredible stories waiting to be experienced.
That's right.
Until next time, happy watching.